starting with Erling Haaland, it was his first game back. Obviously, he looked like a kid, which he is a kid. You know the penalty he won? Okay, to me, that was actually the coolest thing he did in the game because that little juggling, that little movement, that little control, people his size shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't be able to do that unless their name is Zlatan.
Yeah.
Can you describe that just as a center forward yourself? Because, look, one thing we've learned being around professionals, even center forwards who we say, oh, look, they're not super technically gifted. They can probably do that in training, but they wouldn't think to do that in the game. Would they? Am I wrong here, Jan?
No, I think you're absolutely right. And I think that is the amazing thing about him, the balance in his game, how he's been able. I don't think his dad liked too much to this Zlatan thing because I think that would give him extra jobs. But again, as you're saying, suddenly out of nowhere, he's doing those kind of things. He's so great with the ball. He can do things like that all the time, and he makes things that is difficult look so easy. I mean, a fan looking at that third goal, that in 94th minute, when Jude Bellingham doing a fantastic job on the left side and give him the ball, and everybody said, yeah, but he was all on his own on the 18-yard box. Well, yeah, he was all on his own, but still you got to score. Still you have to make it that easy. And I think that, yes, he got a technical ability, he got the strength, but I think he's go back to his mental shape. And after the game, Dortmund let me say, yeah, you can have Haaland, but I need to be close to the tunnel because you never know where he will go after the game. So I was standing with the tunnel. And then he came off, and it was amazing, boys. You should have seen that. I don't talk football with my wife, but I had to talk football with my wife when I came back because I had to share it with someone. Because it was like he was in his own world. It was like all the people said, Erling Haaland, Erling Haaland. It was like in a zombie kind of thing. It was just like, so I said to him, I said in Norwegian, you're gonna go over with no one doing an interview. And he was like, okay. And then we went over. I said, we're gonna go over there. And I was thinking of those minutes, and when we started the interviews, I was thinking, this is the main strength, because he managed to be in his own kind of world, at the same being inspired by all the people around him in the stadium. And rightly so, Sebastian Kehl said before the game, this is the main reason we hope that we can get him to stay. We don't believe that, but still, this is the main selling points, because he's getting unbelievable and inspired by the fans in the stadium, the yellow wall and everything. And then he comes up with those technical stuff, but in the same thing, you see his eyes, he's like a lion in the jungle. He's more or less, you can't even see his eyes. He's so focused. And that also for a former striker, when I saw him, yes, I went off. I was had some happy days when I've scored a winner in the last minute, but I was never a zombie. He was unbelievable. I think this is the main strength to his game.
And we saw that with the pitch invader, but that's one for another time. You must have seen that video as well, Jan, that went viral this week with the 3 footballs on top of each other and he hit it. This is not possible, right? As much as we love Erling and he's a genius and he's amazing, but that's not true, right?
I was asked from our colleagues at the ESPN, would you have sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? I said, no, I will never sack a Norwegian. When you ask me of a magic trick from a Norwegian is real or not real, I would say, of course it's real.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.